So, welcome everybody. This is my video about the Ecoflow Delta Pro Ultra. I purchased it on Prime Day, been running it for probably about 2.5, maybe close to 3 weeks now. When I finally got everything, they shipped it in multiple parts, but not a big deal. That was okay. I just had to be patient with them, and I ordered it directly from them, and you can see this is probably a really good deal, all things considered. Yeah, it cost me like $7,000 there. Yeah, but it was like they had said. This was a unit that I literally did set up in about 10 minutes. It took me more like an hour to play around with this app here to do the time of use mode. And you go up here, and then, yeah, the time of use mode. One criticism I have about the time of use mode, and I'm glad that I read this, is that the time of use mode tends to be like UTC. So you're like, in the time of use mode, you take a look at the hours here, you do the view rate plan, and I had to do like UTC. So even though this app has like a thing for time zone, it doesn't quite work that way. But I do want to show you this. My energy company here, I mean, take a look at the peak use. I mean, you can see that that's the dark blue on each of them. I have just like the the pets, like the reptiles and the reef tank running on that, and I've managed to shave off quite a bit of use by just having the unit charge and run on battery from 2 p.m. till 7 p.m. on the weeknights. I mean, if you look at the previous bill cycles, you can see, how much different it is. Maybe on, some of these days it's still a little bit more. And some of these days we were running the central air conditioning, which is not being powered by the Delta Pro Ultra. It just doesn't have enough to do that. Yeah, so that's like the first one. I'm noticing like a little bit of a difference. Yeah, it cost me $7,000, but at least I have the peace of mind that if the power was to go out, I have some battery backup. I'm gonna come in here to the bathroom. Hi everybody. Because you can see I have Ecoflow's portable solar power out there on the roof, and it's just laying there. There's a piece of OSB underneath there, so it's not laying directly on the roof. I wanted to like see how the shadows are, how much time I was gonna get, because eventually I'm gonna need to get some more panels. There's just no ifs, ands, buts about it. Yeah, I'll go down in the basement and kind of show you more of what's here. One of the things that is powered all the time by it is this reef tank. So, yeah, a lot of people love the reef tank. I used to have an old steel lead acid UPS under there, and it just failed from the humidity. White has a tortoise. That is now powered by the reef tank. The dehumidifier and sump pump. Most importantly, the sump pump. Her bearded dragon, which this unit with all these lights and heat, this one's using up the most. That's the most power being used is out of this one. Reef tank second. And then this one's like third for the... And there's like a snake in here someplace. And it's probably hiding under the rock. And then her leopard gecko over here. But yeah, you probably didn't come here to see the pets, but that's the reason that we got this. And this is the other part of the reef tank. This is the sump in the basement. The one thing that you probably do want to see is this beauty here. So this is the Delta Pro Ultra. I got an additional battery with it. You can do up to what, 5 of them, I believe. Comes with one. But yeah, so the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get this, like what I did, is that there's a switch here between where the panels plug in, solar panels, and where you plug in the 110, and that is you want to switch this switch to slow charging so you can do the pass-through. And then you use the app then to pull how much that you're doing. Another thing that I did notice, this is a criticism on it, is I was able to charge it initially, but it trips the ground fault over here. It trips the ground fault when I'm doing it, or when I'm charging it when the solar kicks on. So it's not really good about that. So I don't know for sure if it's a fault with my solar panels or I need some new solar panels. I know I'm going to need new solar panels anyway. I don't want to use the portable one forever, because that's kind of a pain to have to pull those on and off the roof. The other thing that I had done is I put in the generator transfer switch. I need a new panel no matter what. I want to consolidate this to one big panel, put this in, and also put in an interlock so I can run the whole house. That's for in the future. Been trying to get a hold of my electrician for doing some of that, but yeah, overall I do recommend this unit to anybody because it was super easy to do. The only thing I do not like is that my friend in the UK pointed out how much we're being screwed on the price of our solar panels over here. It's like his is like 70-80 pounds for a 400 watt panel, and while we can get some for like in the $100 range over here, you got to buy at least 6 of them, or buy them used, or something along those lines. But yeah, other thing though too, and sorry I turned off the lights, is that I put my internet router not on this, but on its own separate UPS, so that when I am updating the firmware, I don't have an issue where, oh, the internet goes out and you, quote, brick the system. So you really don't want to do that. But yeah, this has been running, and I'm noticing some changes so far, and really those are the only 2 things I have, is that it trips the ground fault if you're charging off of the portable solar panel, and that the app needs a little work. You know, it's in UTC, but the app is pretty easy to use. I don't have too many complaints about it, and I can work with it so far. Yeah, so right now, because it's in time of use, it just clicked on 30% because that's what time of use is, and it's only pulling off the solar panels.